Have you ever stopped and asked yourself why, as you get older, your energy fades faster, your hands or feet feel colder, or you find yourself slowing down even when your mind still feels young? You tell yourself it's just age, just part of life. But what if it isn't? What if the real reason has been quietly forming inside your body for years, hidden, silent, until one day it decides to speak through pain, swelling, or worse, a sudden life-changing event like a blood clot? The truth is, after 60, your body begins to change in ways that most people don't see coming. The circulation that once kept every cell alive with oxygen and vitality starts to slow. The vessels that used to be flexible and open begin to stiffen. And when your blood doesn't move the way it should, small risks become big dangers. You might feel fine right now, but that's exactly how the danger hides. Blood clots don't knock on the door. They don't warn you before they appear. They build slowly, quietly, as the flow of life inside you thickens and slows. The heart works harder. The legs feel heavier. The energy that once came naturally begins to fade. But here's the hope I want you to hold on to. You're not powerless. You have more control over your circulation, your energy, and even your risk of blood clots than you've been told. There's something simple, something proven that can help your body restore that flow again. Not a drug, not an expensive treatment, but something your body already understands, a vitamin, a natural, essential nutrient that science now shows can help your blood flow freely, keep your vessels flexible, and reduce the risk of clot formation. Imagine that for a moment, being able to improve your circulation naturally, to feel warmth returning to your hands and feet, to climb a set of stairs without feeling drained, to know you're supporting your heart and brain with every step. Imagine freeing yourself from that quiet fear that something inside might go wrong without warning. That's what this message is about. Because when you understand what's really happening in your body and what you can do about it, you stop being a victim of age and become an active partner in your own health. Science has been uncovering something powerful. Certain vitamins, particularly one in focus today, are linked to the way your body controls clotting and circulation. When your levels are low, your blood becomes thicker, stickier, and slower. But when your levels are right, your vessels open up, blood moves smoothly, and the body's natural anti-clot systems come alive again. You begin to feel it, not just in your blood, but in your energy, your confidence, your daily strength. And that's why I want you to stay with me through this entire video. Because by the end, you'll understand exactly how this works, what this vitamin is, and how you can start supporting your circulation safely and naturally. You'll see that improving blood flow isn't just about preventing disease. It's about reclaiming freedom. Freedom to move. Freedom to live without fear. Freedom to feel like yourself again. This is not about adding more pills to your shelf. It's about giving your body what it already needs to thrive. Over 60, your body deserves more care, not less. And your health is not something to surrender. It's something to nurture, to protect, to rebuild with intention. So as you listen, remember this. Every beat of your heart is a promise that life is still flowing through you, ready to be renewed. You're not too old. You're not too late. You're right on time to make a change that can strengthen your heart, clear your vessels, and renew your sense of vitality. If you stay until the end, you'll learn the exact nutrient that melts away clot risks naturally, the research behind it, and how you can bring that power into your daily life starting today. So take a deep breath, feel your heartbeat, and know this moment is not just another video. It's an invitation to take back control of your body, your health, and your future. Now that you understand what's truly happening inside your body, let's uncover what this life-supporting vitamin actually is and why it's so essential for you, especially after 60. The vitamin we're talking about is vitamin D. It's not just the sunshine vitamin you hear about casually. It's a powerhouse that influences how your blood flows, how your vessels behave, and how your body protects itself against clot formation. It's more than a nutrient. It's a messenger that speaks directly to your cells, telling them how to stay balanced, how to control inflammation, and how to keep your circulation alive and free. When you have enough vitamin D, your blood moves with ease, your vessel walls stay smooth and flexible, and the body's natural clot-regulating systems stay active. But when you're deficient, and most people over 60 are, everything begins to slow down. Your body's ability to produce vitamin D from sunlight decreases as you age. Your skin becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into this essential nutrient. Add to that the fact that many older adults spend less time outdoors, and you can see how a simple silent deficiency starts to creep in. What happens then? The vessel linings, those delicate inner walls of your arteries and veins, begin to lose their flexibility. Your blood thickens. The tiny anti-clotting proteins your body relies on become less active. It's like a highway where traffic once flowed freely, now clogged with slow-moving cars and debris. That's when clot risk rises. But when your vitamin D level rises to where it should be, the transformation is powerful. Studies show that optimal vitamin D can improve how blood clots form and break down. It reduces inflammation, supports smooth vessel walls, and helps your body regulate calcium and minerals that keep arteries clear. In essence, vitamin D keeps your circulatory system young. It's like oil in the engine. It doesn't make the machine new, but it keeps it running clean and strong. This is why doctors are beginning to look at vitamin D not only for bone health or immunity, but as a key to vascular protection. Now imagine what that means for you personally. When your circulation improves, your energy returns. Your heart doesn't have to fight to push blood through resistant vessels. Your brain receives more oxygen, your muscles recover faster, and your limbs feel warmer and more alive. You start to feel a spark you thought had dimmed forever. This isn't fantasy, it's physiology, and it's within your control. That's what makes this moment so important. Think of how you feel when you take care of something precious, your garden, your home, your family. You give attention, nourishment, consistency. Your body deserves that same devotion. It's not about chasing youth, it's about protecting vitality. Vitamin D gives you a way to do that naturally, without forcing your system, without side effects, without fear. It's a simple act of nourishment that speaks to every cell. Keep flowing, keep healing, keep moving. And beyond the science lies something even deeper. What this means for your confidence, your sense of control, your emotional peace. Because when you start supporting your body from the inside out, you stop living reactively and start living deliberately. You're not waiting for the next health scare. You're taking leadership over your well-being. And that leadership spills into everything, your relationships, your outlook, your purpose. You stand taller because you know you're doing something powerful for yourself. So as you listen now, let this truth settle in. You are capable of transforming how your body feels and functions. It doesn't take a miracle. It takes awareness and a decision. The same courage that's carried you through every stage of life is the same courage that can restore your circulation and protect your heart now. Vitamin D is your ally. It's the silent partner that keeps your blood flowing, your vessels open, and your body vibrant. Give yourself permission to believe that change is possible, because it is. When you choose to act, you're not just improving numbers on a lab test. You're reigniting the very flow of life within you. Your circulation is more than just blood moving through veins. It's the rhythm of life itself, the silent current that keeps every cell nourished, every heartbeat meaningful. When you understand that, you begin to see your body differently, not as something that's breaking down with age, but as something constantly communicating with you, asking for your support, your attention, your care. The way your blood flows determines how alive you feel. It influences your energy, your mood, even your clarity of thought. When that flow slows down, everything in your life slows with it. Your motivation, your movement, your joy. And yet, this is not something you're powerless to change. As you grow older, your circulatory system goes through changes that are subtle at first. The arteries and veins that once carried blood easily begin to lose elasticity. The inner walls that should stay smooth can become rough, collecting calcium and fats, creating resistance. Your heart has to pump harder just to get the same result. That's when fatigue creeps in, when walking up the stairs feels heavier than it should, when your hands or feet start to feel cold even in warmth. But beneath these symptoms lies an opportunity, because your body still has an incredible capacity to heal, to respond, to adapt. It only needs the right signals. Vitamin D is one of those signals. It tells your vessels to relax. It supports the production of nitric oxide, a compound that allows blood to move freely through your arteries. It quiets inflammation, keeping the vessel lining smooth and responsive. It communicates with your cells to prevent excessive clotting, guiding your blood toward balance instead of stagnation. When you give your body this nutrient, you are not just supplementing. You are awakening its natural intelligence. You are giving it permission to function the way it was designed to. Think of your body like a river. Over time, debris builds up, flow weakens, and the riverbed becomes uneven. But when you clear the obstacles and restore the source of flow, the current returns with strength. Your circulation works the same way. Supporting it with the right nutrients, movement, and awareness allows the flow of life to come back stronger and steadier. That's not wishful thinking, it's biology. And yet, the transformation goes deeper than your vessels. Because when you take steps that strengthen your circulation, you are doing more than protecting your heart. You are reclaiming trust in yourself. You're proving that it's not too late to feel better, not too late to move differently, not too late to live with purpose. Every small act of care tells your mind and body, I still matter, I am still capable, I am still evolving. That belief alone has measurable power. Psychology shows that the people who believe they can influence their health actually live longer, experience fewer complications, and recover faster. The mind doesn't just react to the body, it leads it. So when you choose to nourish your circulation, you are not only giving your body what it needs, you are giving your spirit permission to thrive. You're saying yes to vitality instead of surrendering to decline. You're choosing courage over comfort, awareness over avoidance. This is how transformation begins, not through drastic change, but through one conscious decision to participate in your own well-being. Your heart beats for you every second of every day, without pause, without demand. It asks for nothing more than the chance to keep you alive. Give it that chance. Support it with what it needs. Allow the flow that sustains your life to move freely again. You are not here to simply survive your later years. You are here to live them fully with strength, clarity, and peace. That begins when you decide to listen to your body's quiet call and give it what it's been asking for all along: balance, nourishment, and flow. When you begin to understand the power of circulation, you start to see that every decision you make affects how your body feels, how your mind functions, and how your life unfolds. Knowledge without action, though, changes nothing. You can know that vitamin D supports your vessels, that movement keeps your blood flowing, that hydration matters, but if you don't act, the flow stays stagnant. Awareness opens the door, but courage walks you through it. The question isn't whether your body can change, it's whether you'll give yourself permission to participate in that change, because your age does not define your limits, your habits do. The first act of empowerment is knowing your truth. You can't fix what you don't measure. That's why it's crucial to find out where you stand right now. A simple blood test, the 25-hydroxy vitamin D test, tells you exactly what your levels are. Numbers don't lie. They give you a mirror. When you see where you are, you can chart where you want to go. Many people assume they're fine because they get a little sun or because they take a multivitamin, but studies show that over half of adults past 60% are deficient, often severely. When you know your status, you take away uncertainty, and that builds confidence. Once you have your baseline, the next step is to build the routine that supports your life, not overwhelms it. It doesn't take drastic change. It takes consistency, and consistency begins with simplicity. Take your vitamin D supplement as your doctor recommends. Combine it with meals that include healthy fats to boost absorption, and pair it with movement that encourages blood flow, like walking, gentle stretching, or even light resistance exercises. These aren't chores. They're gifts you give to your future self. Each act reinforces the message, I choose to live strong. I choose to care for me. You'll start to notice subtle shifts. Your energy returns a little at a time. The tension in your legs eases. Your sleep deepens. You begin to move more freely, breathe more deeply, think more clearly. These aren't coincidences. They're the signs of a system responding to care. Your body is always listening. It responds to attention the same way a neglected plant revives when it's watered again. The moment you start nurturing it, it begins healing. But this journey isn't only physical, it's psychological. When you take charge of something as foundational as your circulation, you're rewiring how you relate to your health. You stop feeling like a passive observer and become an active participant. That shift in mindset changes everything. It restores dignity. It replaces fear with direction. You begin to realize that discipline isn't punishment, it's self-respect. You are showing yourself that you are worth the effort, worth the consistency, worth the time. Every action you take toward better health becomes a vote for your vitality. Testing your vitamin D isn't just a medical step. It's a declaration that you're not waiting for crisis to make decisions. Adding movement into your day isn't just exercise. It's a way of proving that your body still belongs to you, not to your limitations. Small choices, repeated daily, create transformation. That's how you build momentum, not through grand gestures, but through steady devotion. This is where courage meets love, because self-care, at its core, is an act of love, not the kind of love that's soft or indulgent, but the kind that demands honesty and effort. When you make the decision to test, to act, to follow through, you're telling your body, I'm here for you, I'm listening. And in response, your body listens back. It begins to heal. It begins to flow. it begins to come alive again. So don't wait for the perfect time or perfect plan. Start with what you can do today. Order the test. Take the supplement. Go for the walk. Each small step is a powerful message that you are choosing life. Circulation, energy, presence. This isn't about avoiding illness. It's about embracing vitality. And when you commit to that, you open the door to a stronger, freer, more vibrant version of yourself. The one that's been waiting for you to say yes. Every choice you make for your health radiates beyond you. The energy you build, the vitality you reclaim, the peace you create inside your own body. It touches every person in your life. When your circulation improves, when your energy returns, when you move with strength and clarity, the people around you feel it. Your partner sees it in your posture, hears it in your voice, feels it in the warmth of your hand. Your children and grandchildren notice that your eyes look brighter. Your laughter sounds fuller. Your presence feels stronger. What you give to your body, you give back to them tenfold. There's a quiet truth that most people overlook. The way you take care of yourself teaches others how to care for themselves. When you choose to nourish your circulation, when you commit to your vitamin routine, when you take that walk even on days you'd rather rest, you're not just improving your health, you're leading by example. You're showing your loved ones that self-respect doesn't end with age, that discipline is a form of love, and that vitality can be protected with awareness and consistency. That message might be the most powerful legacy you leave behind. So many people spend their later years worrying about what they might lose. They fear losing independence, energy, or time. But the truth is, what keeps you free is not luck. It's preparation. When you give your body what it needs, you protect your ability to move, to think, to live fully. You protect your time with those you love. And that act of prevention is an act of love as profound as any word you could ever say. Because love, in its truest form, isn't only about giving comfort. It's about giving future. It's about ensuring that the moments ahead are filled with life, not limitation. Every healthy habit you build strengthens the bond you have with the people who matter most. Think about the peace it gives your partner to know you're taking care of yourself. The comfort your children feel when they see you thriving. The joy your grandchildren experience when they can run beside you, not around you. Your well-being becomes a shared victory. And it starts with something as small and powerful as a decision to act. Science can explain how vitamin D improves blood flow, how it influences clotting, how it restores vessel health. But what it cannot measure is what that means for your relationships, the security it brings, the laughter it preserves, the warmth it adds to every hug. When you take control of your health, you are not only changing numbers in your blood, you're changing the atmosphere in your home. You're replacing fear with confidence, worry with assurance, exhaustion with light. That's a transformation no medication alone can offer. It's the transformation that begins when your actions align with your love. So when you reach for that supplement, when you take that walk, when you make that better choice, remember that you're doing it for more than yourself. You're doing it for the people who love you and depend on you. You're giving them the gift of your presence, longer, stronger, steadier. You're creating memories that would never exist if you stayed passive. And every time you take care of your circulation, you're strengthening the heartbeat of your family because your heart sustains. More than your body, it sustains your connection to life itself. Let that truth move you. Let it be the reason you stay consistent when motivation fades. Let it remind you that your health is not a burden, it's a bridge. It's how you connect with the people you love most, how you honor the time you've been given, and how you lead with grace, courage, and wisdom. When you take care of yourself, you're saying to your loved ones, I'm not done showing up. I'm not done loving you with all I have. That is what real strength looks like. The kind that doesn't fade with age, but grows deeper, richer, and more meaningful with every heartbeat you protect. There comes a moment in every journey of change when resistance rises. It's that quiet voice that whispers, maybe I'll start tomorrow, or I'm too tired today, or one day won't make a difference. But one day always makes a difference. Every time you choose to delay what you know will help you, you reinforce the very patterns that hold you back. Every time you act, no matter how small the step, you build momentum, strength, and self-trust. Change isn't built on grand gestures. It's built on daily courage. The courage to do what's right for your body even when no one is watching, even when it feels inconvenient, even when it challenges your comfort. You've spent decades caring for others, putting responsibilities first, being strong for everyone else. Now it's your time to be strong for yourself. That's not selfish. It's essential. Because if you don't care for your own circulation, your own heart, your own energy, you eventually lose the ability to care for anyone or anything else fully. Self-neglect disguised as humility is still self-neglect. True strength means honoring your body, your mind, and your purpose with the same devotion you've given to others. The mind loves routine even when that routine limits us. It prefers the familiar, even if the familiar is slowly wearing us down. That's why transformation feels uncomfortable at first. It challenges the identity you've built around what's normal. But comfort doesn't create vitality. Growth does. Growth requires friction, decision, and follow-through. When you choose to act, to maintain your supplements, to walk, to hydrate, to move, to rest, to live intentionally, you are creating new neural pathways in your brain. You are teaching yourself that health is not a phase, it's a lifestyle. You are reshaping not only your habits, but your self-image. Most people think they lack motivation. What they really lack is clarity. Motivation fades, but clarity drives commitment. When you are clear on why you're doing this, to feel your heart strong, to live freely, to be there for those you love, every excuse loses its weight. Your why becomes your anchor. It pulls you back when life tries to drift you off course. It reminds you that this isn't just about numbers on a test or a new routine. It's about your ability to experience life with strength, grace, and freedom. You don't need perfection to make progress. You need consistency and compassion. Some days you'll do everything right, other days you'll fall short. But what matters is that you keep showing up. Every vitamin you take, every meal you choose with intention, every walk you complete. It's a promise kept, a promise to your future self. That future self is watching you now, waiting, grateful for every decision you make today. That version of you feels lighter, more confident, more alive. And it's all built on what you decide in the moments when it would be easier not to care. Change doesn't require you to be fearless. It requires you to act even when you're afraid. You might fear it won't work, or that it's too late, or that you don't have the discipline. But fear loses its power the second you act. Action is the antidote. It silences doubt. It gives you evidence that you are capable, resilient, and worthy of health. Every act of care you give your body rewires that belief a little more deeply. This journey is not about avoiding illness. It's about embracing vitality. It's about realizing that age is not a wall, but a doorway to wisdom, awareness, and intention. You have everything you need within you to create that change. The tools are simple. The power is already yours. All that's left is to decide once and for all that you will not let comfort steal your potential. You've already faced harder things in life and come through stronger. This is just another moment to rise. And when you do, you'll discover that your greatest transformation doesn't happen in your body. It happens in your mind when you finally believe you deserve to thrive. The real transformation begins when you stop chasing instant results and start trusting the process. The body doesn't heal overnight. It repairs quietly, day by day, choice by choice, moment by moment. But the mind wants proof right away. It craves visible change, quick wins, tangible rewards. When it doesn't see them fast enough, it starts whispering that it's not working. That's when most people give up. They walk away from transformation just before it begins. But the truth is, your body is always listening, always responding, even when you can't feel it yet. Every supplement you take, every minute of movement, every glass of water, every healthy meal, it's all communication. You're telling your cells, I care about you. I'm rebuilding you. I'm giving you what you need to thrive. Healing is not a straight line. It's a rhythm. Some days, your body feels light, strong, and awake. Other days, it feels slow and resistant. That's not failure. That's feedback. The body speaks in sensations, not in sentences. Fatigue means rest is needed. Tightness means circulation needs stimulation. Cravings mean nutrients are missing. Instead of judging these signals, learn to listen. Listening to your body is one of the deepest acts of respect you can give yourself. It's how you build partnership with your own biology instead of fighting against it. When you align with your body, everything becomes easier. Your choices begin to flow from understanding rather than obligation. You move not because you should, but because you want to feel alive. You eat well not because it's a rule, but because it gives you clarity and energy. You supplement not because someone told you to, but because you felt the difference when you do. That shift from discipline to devotion is where lifelong change is born. It's no longer a battle, it becomes a relationship. And like any relationship, it thrives on consistency, communication, and care. There's something deeply empowering about realizing that your health is not in someone else's hands. Doctors, nutritionists, and supplements can guide you, but you are the one who creates change. You are the one who decides what goes into your body, how you move it, how you rest it, and how you speak to it. When you start treating your body as a trusted ally instead of a broken machine, everything changes. You stop forcing and start flowing. You stop surviving and start living. Patience is the bridge between effort and transformation. It's what holds you steady when the results are still invisible. When you understand that your cells are constantly renewing, that your circulation is improving beneath the surface, that your energy is slowly rising with every consistent act, you stop needing proof to believe. You start believing because you trust the science of nature, the rhythm of your own biology, and the resilience built into every heartbeat. So when you feel discouraged, pause. Remember that growth always happens in silence first. Seeds sprout underground before they bloom. The same is true for you. Just because you can't see the change yet doesn't mean it's not happening. Trust the invisible work your body is doing right now. Trust the small, consistent actions that are building your strength from the inside out. Because one morning you'll wake up and realize your legs feel lighter, your heart feels calmer, your mind feels sharper. You'll realize the flow you've been creating within yourself has finally reached the surface. You'll look back and understand that the hardest part was never the action, it was the waiting. But that waiting taught you something profound, that you are capable of endurance, of self-belief, of honoring yourself through the process. That kind of strength doesn't fade. It becomes who you are, and from that moment forward, you'll never again doubt your ability to heal, to change, or to rise. Because once you've proven to yourself that your body responds to love and patience, you'll carry that truth into every part of your life with quiet confidence, steady energy, and unshakable grace. The moment you begin to feel your body respond, something shifts deep inside you. Confidence returns, not as pride, but as peace. You start realizing that health isn't just about circulation or nutrients. It's about self-trust. It's about keeping the promises you make to yourself, even when no one else sees the effort. That quiet discipline builds a kind of inner power that can't be shaken. You begin to walk differently, breathe differently, think differently. The fear that once controlled your choices starts losing its grip. And what replaces it is clarity, the calm knowing that you are no longer waiting for someone or something to fix you. You are participating in your healing, guiding it, shaping it, living it. Every transformation begins as a decision, not a loud declaration, but a quiet vow made in the stillness of your own heart. You decide that your energy matters. You decide that your body deserves care. You decide that you are worthy of vitality, no matter your age. And that decision begins to ripple through everything you do. It changes how you start your day, how you nourish your body, how you think about rest, and how you respond to stress. The decisions may seem small in the moment, but together they become the architecture of your new life. You start noticing how your body communicates with you, the clarity of your thoughts after you've been consistent, the lightness in your legs when you move more, the calm in your heart when your circulation improves, the glow in your skin when your blood flows freely again. These are not just physical improvements, they are signs of alignment, signs that your body and mind are working together again. And that feeling of connection is one of the greatest rewards of all. Because when you feel connected to yourself, you stop looking for external validation. You stop comparing, doubting, or waiting. You simply live from a place of knowing that what you do for your health today will give you freedom tomorrow. The truth is, your body has always been on your side. Even when it struggled, even when it hurt, even when it felt weak, it was still trying to protect you. It was still trying to adapt. When you start caring for it consciously, you're not forcing it into change. You're giving it permission to heal the way it's always wanted to. That's why people often say they feel younger, lighter, or more alive once they take control of their health. It's not youth returning. It's life energy finally flowing without resistance. It's the body exhaling after years of tension and neglect. There's also a powerful emotional healing that comes when you stop punishing your body for aging and start partnering with it instead. You begin to see aging not as decline, but as evolution. Every wrinkle, every gray hair, every slow step, it's all proof that you've lived, learned, survived. You start treating your body with gratitude instead of frustration. Gratitude becomes the fuel that keeps you moving forward because you no longer operate from fear. You operate from appreciation. You care for your body not to fight time, but to honor life. When you wake up each morning and take that first deep breath, remind yourself that your body is still giving you the greatest gift there is, time. time to love, time to create, time to heal, time to grow. Don't waste that gift by doubting what's possible. Use it, invest it, protect it. The years ahead are not something to fear. They're something to fill with vitality, joy, and purpose. When you keep your circulation strong, your heart open, and your mind focused, you extend not just your lifespan, but your aliveness. This is what it means to truly thrive after 60, to live with the quiet strength of someone who understands that health is not luck, it's leadership. It's leading yourself with love, clarity, and courage every single day. And when you live that way, your body follows, it listens, it responds, it flourishes. Because the greatest medicine you can ever give yourself is belief, the unwavering belief that healing is still possible, that change is still within reach, and that your best days are not behind you. They're waiting just ahead in every choice you make right now.